Welcome everyone, today we have a new Sorcerer's build for Diablo 4 Season 3. Now looking behind me, this is the popular media Sorcerer, and my friend Barb has made some pretty interesting mix, and what I want to share with you guys is the ability to clear monsters elite super fast and also rains fireworks and also meteorites all across the screen. So currently he's demonstrating to us his build on tier 70 dungeon, and later I'll show you guys us running a tier 100 dungeon. This is a very powerful sorcerer build, and this can be great for leveling, doing tier 100 dungeons, velds, nightmares, and this is incredibly visually appealing. So while playing with him as a barbarian, I can see meteorites and also fireworks just going off everywhere. So the build itself is very popular, and it is very powerful in its own rights. So coming over to this part of the fight, you can see that he is fighting a cursed chest. This is when the build really shines. Having multiple enemies spawning, killing them, and also repeating the pattern means the moment enemy spawns, you can be killing them in an instant, and this repeats multiple times. And hopefully the volume is not too loud. Let me see, it should be okay, right? So as you can see in the background, he is basically farming the cursed chests, and the moment they spawn, they disappear. And this is one of the best ways for you to be farming for experience and also gaining power levels in the dungeon. And the monsters don't even touch him. So this is the fun part. And as you guys can see, he's using his cooldowns, he's getting fortified and also getting barriers. So the build is quite durable and has a lot of defensive and also offensive potentials. And just as you watch, he has gotten the 5 out of 5 mastery for the curse chest, but he can keep going. So the build packs tons of damage, and it's great for group and also solo playing for higher nightmare dungeons and also for the velds. And this can be one of the the top sorcerers build for the leaderboard once that is released as well. Now just to show you guys the fireworks build from the perspective of a party member. So over here we're playing a tier 100 nightmare dungeon, and you can see that as we play and also as he kill monsters, there will be fireworks of meteorites just dropping everywhere, burning enemies, and also just killing every monsters as they go. And over here you can see my friend with a lightning druid, which will have posted the build, and I'll be making an update for the build, and as he get to level 100, it is also very powerful. So you can see for my entire script, I'm Hammer of Ancient, and you can see the lightnings and also fireworks, which is really good for party play. So coming over to a brief summary of the build. This is gonna be a fireball and also meteor build, and you'll be doing tons of damage through killing enemies, spawning fireballs, and also summoning more meteorites with multiple uniques and also passives, and also dealing additional mastery and also fire damage. The build will require you to have a rotation of multiple elements because of the particular T100 ring that provides you guys with additional elemental damage as you deal different elemental damage. So the build will use ice damage and also lightning damage. And this in rotation with the fire damage means you gain the maximum benefit of the unique ring. Now he is currently using the new unique helmet, the Starfall Cornet, which allows him to use meteors more often as a cooldown skill. And this benefits for having a cooldown skill means he gets barriers in the skill tree. He's using the teleportation pulls enemies with a unique chest, and here he's also using a fireball bouncing unique gloves. As for defensive purpose, he's going for increased armor by removing the cooldowns by increasing the cooldown for evade by 100%. This is actually really good for sources. And of course, he's using the boots that provide him with more critical chance through the movement speed. Now everything else is pretty straightforward, and he's going for more attack speed on the passive, he's going for more meteorites, and over here he's going with more critical damage with fireball and also meteorites. Finally, using a cooldown will restore his mana. The build will also provide itself with some fortify and also defensive capacities through Tempest. And as they kill enemies fast with Tempest, he will be gaining a lot of fortified resource and also defensive potentials. And he's using a flash of adrenaline to provide himself with more attack speed, more duration, and also lower cooldowns. Now because I'll be providing you guys with a builder, I don't think we need to go too much into the skill trees. This is a very nice speed clearing build for higher tier dungeons, and you guys can definitely go through the skill trees. I'll briefly go through the paragons. He is using 6 glyphs at the moment, and during the time of crafting this build for us, he was not level 100, and this is the reason you can see over here, he still have 20 points. you can easily allocate those points to gain additional damage and also to gain another rare perk. And once you get to level 100, I'll be updating this build for you guys and see the final build for level 100. So as for the 6 glyphs he's using, we'll be having Exploit for vulnerability damage, we'll be doing additional non-physical damage with Elementalist, and also with Enchanter. We'll be doing additional mastery damage, and over here we'll be doing additional burning damage and also critical strike damage. It is quite nice to be able to use 6 glyphs, and here he has perked quite nicely through the Paragon board. Now going through the skill rotation of the build, it is quite straightforward. You want to be casting fireballs, you want to be casting both ice and also electric damage so you get the maximal damage. And finally, by blinking, you'll be pulling enemies together, dragging them onto you, which allows you to deal a lot of AOE damage, spreading the fire and also the burn, the meteorites, and also the fireballs. So majority of the time, you don't have a problem against a group of enemies. And should you feel the need to become more defensive, you can always cast your flame shield to become invulnerable. And the build is quite mobile because you have blink, and you also have lots of shield, lots of fortify, and lots of AOE potential. So what I do now is, I'll provide you guys with a full replay of a tier 70 dungeon. My friend said he can definitely go higher, and once he gets to level 100, maximizing his gears and optimizing a little bit, we'll be demonstrating to you guys for a tier 100 Nightmare dungeon and also for the Veld, to prepare you guys for the Garnet and also for the leaderboard.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. I need time to prepare that. I'm not ready yet. I'm out of mana. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.